Hello and welcome to episode number 4 of the solo challenge in Pokemon Red and Blue. In this episode we are going to challenge the game with a single Caterpie. As usual, we give ourselves the name Ash and our rival the name Gary, and we begin our adventure. Now the rules are as follows. We can only use Caterpie in battle, we cannot use items in battle, if we faint we have to restart, and we can only use different Pokemon for HMs. Now Caterpie, as we know, can only learn Tackle and String Shot, and he cannot learn any other moves. He can't use any TM moves and he can't use any HM moves. So this is gonna be quite the challenge, and as we say that, we are gonna go into our very first rival battle. The only thing we have is Tackle, and that's what we're gonna use. As he uses more and more scratches against us, we are getting quite low, but he starts to do a lot of growls, and that is making us able to fight him, but he takes us down, and that's just how we're gonna roll with it. We were unable to defeat the first rival, and we're just gonna take the loss and move on. We pick up the parcel for Professor Oak and we head back. Once back, we deliver it to him and he's going to give us our Pokedexes. He has this dream where he wants us to go and collect data on all the Pokemon in the world, but unfortunately it is gonna be a Caterpie only run, so sorry Professor Oak, but we are not going to be able to fulfill that dream in this run. So let us continue on to Viridian Forest and then Brock. Once in Viridian Forest, we are going to try and take down every single trainer because we can very much use all the XP we can get, but because Tackle is the only move we have, that's all we're going to be able to do. And as you can see, we are being absolutely demolished by this Weedle. Will we be able to take it down? It's going to be a close call. He uses String Shot, we use Tackle, he uses Poison Sting, and we go down. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to retry, maybe level up a little bit, but we'll be back later. Once we try to fight again, we are just gonna use Tackle here, he's gonna use Poison Sting. We're just gonna hope he uses String Shot as much as possible, and if he does, we're gonna be able to take him down. But he has a second Pokemon, so we have no chance at this level to do anything whatsoever. At level 10, we return and we try it again. This time our Tackle does a lot more damage, we get a critical hit as well, and the Poison Stings do a lot less damage against us. So now we can fight the Caterpie against the Caterpie at a much higher health. And as you can see, we are able to take it down, claiming our first random battle in the world and moving on. The final trainer in Viridian Forest is going to be quite the challenge, maybe. We are now level 11. We get a critical hit on our first Tackle, which is very good. He's using Poison Sting, which does significant damage, and we are able to take him down with Tackle. So now on to Brock, which is going to be probably the hardest challenge in this run. First we're going to try this junior trainer in the gym. He sends out a Diglett. We're both level 11, and as you can see we're doing about equal damage. Diglett might be doing a little bit more damage, but as you can see it's not even close as he has a second Pokemon. So here we go. We return at level 15, and as you can see it is going a little bit better now. We can take down the Diglett, but he has a Sandshrew left and we only have 18 HP left, and we don't do a lot of damage against the Sandshrew. So unless he does a lot of status moves, we are not going to be able to take him down, but he does loads of sand attacks, so we keep missing and missing, so we have to come back when we're even higher. At level 20 we return, and you can see we do more than half damage. We 2-hit the Diglett, and then Sandshrew is next. As long as he doesn't do too many sand attacks, we should be fine. He is scratching us, which is good. He does the sand attack, we go in for the Tackle. His sand attack misses, and our final Tackle takes him down. So now back to healing and then on to Brock. Once at Brock, we are ready to challenge him. We are now level 20, but we do abysmal damage against this Geodude. Only 1 or 2 HP, probably 1 with the defense curls. So the question is, are we gonna be able to defeat him? When he starts using Tackle, he does more damage to us than we do to him. And remember, there is also an Onyx left. It is going incredibly slow, and he is starting to whittle us down. At this rate, he's gonna take us out. And as you can see, we failed. So time to train and come back later. At level 25 we return to try it again. This time we do a little bit more damage to him, which is very good, and he does a little less damage against us. We are over double his level, so at this rate we should be able to do a lot more progress. His defense curls make it hard for us to damage him, but we're still halfway our HP, so it should be fine. The Geodude is looking like it's gonna go down in only about 2 more hits. And the Geodude goes down, so that's very good. But now the Onix is here. We're gonna try to whittle it down, and when it uses Bite, we are gonna change into String Shot, so that when he does his Bite, it won't do any damage at all. Hopefully this strategy works out fine. And again, he goes into Bite, so we go into String Shots. We continue to tackle him, and we are now past the halfway point of his health. But I feel like we're gonna run out of PP for tackle. We have 7 PP left and only a sliver of health remaining. Well, a little bit more than a sliver, but we're getting there. 4 PP left. He uses a tackle and we take it down. Finally, at level 25, we were able to take down the Onix and Brock with level 25 Caterpie. So that is the first batch secured. We are on to the rest of the game. Once in Cerulean City, we're gonna try to take on Misty and see if we have any shot or chance to do it. She opens with Staryu. We are now level 27 and our tackle does decent damage, but a water gun does decent damage as well. So we are able to take it down, but then we have to face a Starmie. So this is gonna be a little bit of a problem as we do very little damage to Starmie. So we're gonna try the rival instead and see if that has any better luck. He sends out his Pidgeotto and we are still level 27. We go for tackles. He goes for gusts and quick attacks, and it's about an even match. But at this rate, we won't have any HP remaining for the rest of his Pokemon. We take down the Pidgeot, and then Abra comes out, and then Rattata comes out, and we faint, so we have to restart the game. We try again. Here we go. Pray for us. We are now level 30, and let's see if we have a better chance of doing it this time. We go for the tackle spam because that is all we got, and we take down the Pidgeotto a lot faster this time. Abra comes out and we 2-shot it with tackle. Then Rattata comes out, he uses quick attack, we use a tackle, he uses tackle, and then Charmander comes out. We seem to be able to defeat it in 3 hits, and that's exactly what we do. So the rival, is defeated, and we are ready for the next part. So we move on to Bill, where he has turned himself into a Pokemon. We are going to use the computer terminal to reverse whatever he did, and he's going to give us the ticket for the SSN. We go back to Misty and we are going to give it another shot. At level 35 now, we're going to try to, I did a bit of training, and the Staryu goes down pretty fast. In 3 hits, 3 tackles, so that's very good. And then Starmie comes out. Now Starmie is very tanky, and that is gonna be a bit of a problem, but it doesn't do too much damage to us. We keep tackling away. It goes for water guns, it gets a critical hit, so that's very bad, and it finishes us off. So time to train again. Just kidding, we are gonna try it straight again. So the Staryu goes down in 3 hits, and then Starmie comes out once again. We are gonna do the tackle spam, but she gets a bubble beam critical hit, which does massive damage against us, and that is a problem. So once at level 40, we try again, and we're almost able to 2-hit the Staryu. So it is a significant difference. We do decent damage to the Starmie now, but it does decent damage to us as well. As long as it goes for water gun, we shouldn't have any problem, but the bubble beams and the critical hit rate of it is a big problem. But I feel like we have a chance here. So we go into it again, we tackle the Staryu, it does over half damage now, and we 2-hit it. Then Starmie comes out, and we're just gonna pray that we get good abilities against us. Water guns, no critical hits, but it does a bubble beam and takes us out once again. At level 45 we return, and we are now able to reliably 2-hit the Staryu. Starmie comes out and we do decent damage. It should be about 4 to 5 tackles. It does a bubble beam, but we tank it really well. Goes for a water gun, we go for a tackle, and we win. So level 45 was a good level to do this at. We get bubble beam, but it's to no use of us. So we move on to the SSN. In the SSN, we are able to fight rival number 3. We go for Pidgeotto first, and it starts spamming sand attacks, so this could be a big problem for the rest of the fight. But Eradicate comes out and we start missing. But then we hit and we take it out. Then Kadabra comes out, it should be a single tackle. If we're able to hit it, it goes for disable, disables our string shot luckily, and we take it down in a single tackle. And then Charmeleon comes out, start using Ember, and we are missing a lot of tackles. As it goes for more and more Embers, it starts to take us down. We get one tackle finally, and then it takes us down with a final ember. But I feel if we can dodge most of the sand attacks, we should be in a pretty good spot. So let's try to do that. First it goes for a sand attack once again, and then a quick attack, and we can able to take it down. So we only took one sand attack, so that should be okay for the rest of the fight, hopefully. With Eradicate we take down in about 2 tackles it seems. And then Kadabra comes out. We are at half HP. We start missing and it confuses us. And then Tackle gets disabled. So there's not much we can do. It starts spamming disable. And we are back able to use Tackle, but Confusion finishes us off. A final attempt here should be the one that we need. Pidgeotto goes for a quick attack. And another quick attack doesn't do a single sand attack. So that is excellent. Now we shouldn't be able to miss that often. And this is exactly what we needed. Kadabra should go down a single tackle. I was just joking. It's going to be 2 tackles. And then Charmeleon comes out. We have 43 health left. It goes for an Ember, gets a critical hit. We go for a tackle. We get a critical hit. And we're able to take down rival number 3. We go in, rub the captain's back for HM1 cut. And we move on to Lieutenant Surge's gym. Once at Lieutenant Surge, we are gonna challenge him. He starts out with a Voltorb. We go for a tackle because again that is literally the only attacking move that we have in this entire game. We take it down and then Pikachu comes out. We get paralyzed. Thundershock does little damage, so we are doing pretty good. Raichu comes out finally and we start tackling away. Thundershock does little damage, so that's very good. And then Thunderbolt does a little bit more damage, but it should be alright. And that is Lieutenant Surge and the 3rd badge completed. Dark Tunnel, or the Dark Cave, was a really big problem because most of the Pokemon you encounter are either Geodude or Gravelers, and that is going to be a huge problem for only Tackle. So these other trainers like these Bellsprout are not much of a problem, or the Clefairy, but we did have to go back and forth to the Pokemon Center numerous times, so that was a bit of a struggle. The hiker itself, with the 2 Geodudes and the Graveler, we did manage to survive the self-destructs because of us, our high level. We have a lot of HP, so that wasn't too much of an issue. But all in all, Dark Tunnel really took me a long time and wasn't a lot of fun. Next up in Celadon City is going to be Erika, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue, I think. I hope. So let's see how it goes. She comes out with Victory Bell, we tackle, he goes for Poison Powder, we tackle again, and then it starts using Wrap, a very cheap move in which we are absolutely stuck, and because we are stuck in it so often, it starts whittling away at our health. The Wrap plus the Poison is a pretty deadly combo, so we are in a bit of a pinnacle here, or a bit of a pickle. At level 55 we try again, and it goes for the same strategy. It poisons us and then starts using Wrap. We are trying to escape it and just being able to put in a tackle or 2 here and there, which we are able to do in between wraps, but we get very lucky because it misses a wrap, and then Tangela comes out and it uses Constrict, which is about the same, but it doesn't last all these turns, so it isn't as cheap. We are able to take it down, and then finally Vileplume comes out and goes for Petal Dance, which does little damage, but because of the poison it is able to take us down. At level 60 we come back and try again. So goes for Poison Powder, once again the Victory Bell and the Wrap, but the Wrap now does a little damage to us. The poison is actually the thing that does the most damage to us, but we're unable to escape it, so we go for a tackle, and this is looking like a wrap, pun intended, but we were able to take it down with only 44 health remaining on our side. So Tangela comes out, and we're able to put in some tackles, but the Constrict and the Poison takes us down. At level 65 we return for another try. Victory Bell goes for Poison Powder once again and for a Wrap, but we were already able to put in 2 tackles, so with a 3rd tackle we should be able to finish it off. And we do. So Tangela comes out, and we are at a pretty high level of HP still, so that's very good. We take it down with tackles, and then finally is a Vileplume. We have half health remaining. It goes for Petal Dance, we go for tackles, and then it starts thrashing about with Petal Dance. but one more tackle should do it, and we take it down. That is our 4th batch secured finally, and Erika defeated. Next up we pick up Fly and we teach it to our Pidgey. Then we go to the game corner where we will go through the little puzzle and make our way to Giovanni for the Sylph Scope. We press the little poster puzzle here, the poster push button, and we move on. Then once at Giovanni we are able to fight him. So comes out with an Onyx, which is incredibly problematic for us. Goes for Rock Throw, we go for Tackle, we get a critical hit, it goes for Rock Throw, we go for a Tackle, it goes for a Rock Throw, we go for a Tackle, it goes for a Rock Throw. You get the idea. And we are able to take Onyx down. But now we have 2 more Pokemon to go. And this Rhyhorn, it's not looking like we have any chance of survival. So we are gonna have to try again, maybe train some more. Once back, we are now level 70 and we're gonna use the same strategy, Tackle against Rock Throw. He misses a Rock Throw though, he misses 2 Rock Throws, so that is incredibly lucky and very good. We are whittling away at his health with Tackle. One more Tackle should do it and we take it down. We have half health remaining, so that is very good. Now Rhyhorn is next. We are level 70 against level 24, and even that is going to be a close call. So we take down the Rhyhorn, and then next is Kangaskhan, and we're doing okay damage. It's gonna look like it's gonna be 4 hits, and we take very little damage from him, and we take it down. And that is Giovanni defeated and the Sylph Scope secured. Next up is going to be rival number 4 in the Pokemon Tower. So we are level 70, Pidgeotto comes out first, misses a sand attack, and we take it down in 2 tack. Then Execute comes out, we tackle it, and it's gonna be another 2 hit. Then Gyarados comes out, we tackle it, and it's gonna be another 2 hit. Then Kadabra is going to be a 1 hit, and then Charmeleon is going to come out and it's going to be another 2 hit, and we are at full health until that last Ember. So that is a very easy battle at level 70. And now something happened that I didn't take into consideration at all, and that is we don't have a single move to attack a ghost Pokemon. So I'm not sure how I didn't think about this, but we are unable to do anything, and we have to progress past a few of these ghost Pokemon trainers in order to progress the game. So we are literally stuck at this point. There's a few things that are left to do, but unless we get a TM or an HM that can damage ghost Pokemon, there is nothing we can do. And Caterpie is unable to learn any, and I mean any move in the game. So that is going to be a little bit of a problem. I'm not sure how I missed this, but I did. So that means that Caterpie, Weedle, probably a few other Pokemon, Metapod, Kakuna, and there's probably going to be a few more that are just unable to complete the game in this manner. So that is an issue. So the Snorlax to the south blocks our path to Koga and Fuchsia City, so we can't go that way. To the west there's another Snorlax that blocks our path, so we can't go that way. And then they won't let us into the Sylph building because we haven't completed the requirement there, and Sabrina's gym is also locked. So the only thing we are left to do is going to the fighting gym, and that is probably, I think, if I haven't missed anything, probably the only thing that we are able to do for the rest of the game. So can you defeat Pokemon Red and Blue with just a Caterpie? Even if it was level 100, unfortunately you cannot. There's nothing you can do, and that is unfortunate because I did want to see if Caterpie and Weedle and all those Pokemon were able to defeat it, but I just didn't take into consideration that ghost Pokemon are a requirement and you need a status move or a special move in able to defeat them. So can you do it? No, you cannot, and that is very unfortunate. Now I wonder, do you want to still see at what level Weedle would be and Kakuna would be and Metapod would be at this point? Do you want to see their runs, or is that not interesting at all? If I get a lot of comments saying that you would actually want to see these types of runs, then I will do them, even if they're not able to complete the game. But if no one reacts to this, or people say like, nah, it's not necessary, then obviously I will just do the Pokemon that can actually defeat the game. But I'm happy that I did this one, because now I was able to realize that it is unable to do. And it made me realize that not every Pokemon is able to defeat the game. So that is very interesting in an aspect, but very very unfortunate in another aspect. So, I hope you enjoyed at least, even if we weren't able to complete it. I hope you enjoyed listening or watching, either of which you may have done. And thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.